Under the vast, sun-drenched sky, Rampur village awakens, teeming with life and boundless energy. Amidst the verdant fields, 3 young boys burst forth, their laughter echoing in the wind. Shugan, Arvind, and Gopal, their faces radiant with unfiltered joy, race across the fields, their shouts rising above the landscape. Their youthful exuberance fills the air, painting a portrait of carefree innocence against the backdrop of the vibrant village. Their joyous shouts mingle with the rustling of leaves and the distant sounds of village life, creating a symphony of youthful freedom. The fields become their playground, the sun their spotlight, as Shugan, Arvind, and Gopal revel in the simple, unbridled joy of being young and free. Beneath the sun-drenched sky, 3 young boys dare to trespass into Raju's forbidden mango garden. Gopal, brimming with youthful bravado, begins his ascent up the towering mango tree. Arvind, gripped by apprehension, lingers hesitantly at the garden's edge. Meanwhile, Shugan, ever vigilant, stands guard, his eyes darting about, alert to any sign of intrusion. Beneath the sprawling tree, boys revel in stolen sweetness, their laughter echoing through the sun-dappled haven. The scent of ripe mangoes fills the air, a symphony of youthful joy amidst the village's tranquil hum. Suddenly, the carefree feast is shattered as Nitin bursts onto the scene, his face a canvas of raw panic. The joyous symphony turns discordant, replaced by an urgent plea that cuts through the idyllic scene. Gopal, your father is dying. Nitin's words hang heavy in the air, a stark intrusion upon youthful innocence. The laughter ceases, the sweet scent of mangoes now tinged with the bitter taste of impending loss. In the dimly lit room, Ramchand lies on his deathbed, his breath shallow and weak. Gopal stands near, watching with worried eyes as Ramchand struggles. With a frail hand, Ramchand beckons Gopal closer. Ramchand's voice, raspy and strained, breaks the silence. His final words echo in the room. Go to the town, earn money, and be careful of con men. Under the relentless sun of Rampur, Gopal stands on the dusty road, a small bag his only companion. Shugan and Arvind face Gopal, their expressions a somber mix of sadness and understanding as the familiar landscape stretches behind them. With a heavy heart, Gopal declares, I have to go to the city to earn money. Shugan replies, a tinge of sorrow in her voice, I'm going to a nearby village with my father. Gopal asserts, a promise in his tone, we will stay in touch. Shugan and Arvind affirm in unison, yes, we will. And definitely. Their voices echoing a shared commitment. Gopal arrives at the edge of the town, its immensity a stark contrast to his humble origins. The town roars to life as cars speed past, each a blur of motion and sound. People rush by, their faces a mix of purpose and indifference, each lost in their own world. His knuckles whiten as he grips the worn bag, a symbol of his past and a burden for his future. A flicker of determination battles with the shadow of uncertainty in Gopal's eyes. Years later, sunlight bathes Gopal's opulent office, illuminating the stark contrast of his success and the haunting emptiness in his eyes. Expensive art adorns the walls, symbols of a wealth that has failed to fill the void within him. He sits, a successful businessman in a tailored suit, the picture of prosperity. Yet his gaze drifts, lost in thought. A crisp, white wedding invitation lies on his desk, a stark reminder of what might have been. The invitation seems to mock him, a symbol of joy he can no longer grasp. His success is a gilded cage, and the invitation, a taunt. In the comforting glow of their home, Gopal sits, his features animated by the dance of shadows. A nostalgic gleam lights his eyes as he prepares to speak of memories long past. With a voice softened by longing, Gopal begins. It's in Rampur village. His voice deepens with emotion as he recalls. That's where I was born. Gopal concludes, his eyes alight with affection. I have my childhood friends there. Dust devils swirl through the Rampur village. As Gopal and Gauri arrive, their expressions reflecting a mix of worry and resolve. Gopal's gaze conveys a silent message of concern, a deep determination etched across his face as he gestures towards an unseen figure. With purposeful strides, Gopal departs from Gauri, vanishing into the crowded lanes of Rampur, on a mission to find Arvind. The narrow lanes of Rampur engulf Gopal, swallowing him into a labyrinth of people and shadows. Gauri stands alone, framed by the chaotic backdrop of Rampur. Her face is a mixture of anxiety and trust. The dust settles as Gauri waits, the anticipation heavy in the air. Gopal stands before Arvind's house, his face a mixture of awe and anticipation as he takes in the opulent sight. He waits patiently by the gate, visibly impressed by the grandeur of Arvind's estate. Arvind emerges from the house, surprise flickering across his face. Arvind's surprise melts away, replaced by a wide, genuine smile as he spots Gopal. "Gopal, you have changed so much," Arvind exclaims, his voice filled with warmth. Arvind proudly sweeps his arm across the room, a monument to his inherited fortune. "I have property of crores given by my grandfather and father." Arvind pauses, a shadow crossing his face as he speaks of someone lost. "He went to a neighboring village. We never met since." Gopal prepares to leave, a bag slung over his shoulder, his departure heavy with unspoken emotions. Arvind stands at the doorway, a faint smile playing on his lips, his eyes reflecting a mix of affection and farewell. A moment of silent understanding passes between them, a bond affirmed in the quiet space of farewell. Arvind softly requests, "Tell Shugan that I was asking about him." Gopal arrives at Shugan's dwelling, a shack overwhelmed by neglect and decay. Rotting planks and mismatched metal reveal the crushing poverty within. Shugan appears in the doorway, surprise quickly shifting to joy. Recognition dawns as Shugan's face lights up, a warm smile spreading across his features. "Gopal, how long has it been?" Shugan exclaims, his voice filled with genuine warmth. In Shugan's home, Shugan sits, his posture reflecting the heavy burden he carries. Across from him, Gopal listens intently, a silent witness to Shugan's despair. Shugan begins to speak, his voice thick with the weight of resignation as he recounts his misfortunes. "I started facing loss in my business, and gradually all our money dissolved." Shugan confesses, his words painting a bleak picture. The room is still as Shugan's confession hangs in the air, a testament to the financial ruin that has befallen him. Gopal exits Shugan's house, his figure burdened by sorrow. His shoulders are slumped, mirroring the weight of his friend's troubles. Gopal's face is a canvas of sadness, reflecting Shugan's predicament. The light catches the lines of worry etched deeply into his face. Each step away from the house amplifies his heavy-hearted departure. The weight of unspoken words and shared burdens hangs palpably in the air. The door opens, and Gopal steps into the house. Gauri is sitting, waiting with her friend. Gauri's impatience pierces the air. "What took you so long?" Gopal responds with a subdued tone, a hint of regret in his voice. "I apologize." The friend watches the exchange, an awkward smile on her face. Shugan steps into Gopal's house, his eyes widening at the sight of the opulent decor. He slowly walks further, taking in the spacious layout and the expensive furnishings. He pauses, his gaze sweeping over the room, absorbing every detail. "You have earned well. Your house is very beautiful." His words echo in the grand space, a testament to Gopal's success. In the confines of Gopal's home, a performance of anxiety unfolds. Gopal fidgets with a pen, the silence amplifying his unease. His voice strained, Gopal confesses, "Right now, my business is in losses. Just somehow, I am managing it." The weight of his words hangs heavy, filling the room with unspoken tension. His constructed mask begins to crack, revealing the strain beneath. Inside Gopal's modest home, a transaction of destiny begins. Gopal's voice rings with hope. "Take these 10 rupees and start a profitable business." Shugan stares at the offered money, his expression unreadable. Gopal's eyes reflect a mix of hope and expectation, ready to change Shugen's fate. Shugen's silence hangs heavy, the weight of the opportunity palpable. The rupees gleam softly, embodying the promise of a new beginning. Gauri enters Gopal's house, a tray with soda in her hands. Gopal gestures warmly, his eyes crinkling with genuine hospitality. With heartfelt insistence, Gopal extends an invitation. "Shugen, please stay for lunch. We insist." Shugen responds with gratitude. "Thank you, Gopal Gauri. I would be delighted to." Shugen expresses his appreciation, acknowledging their touching generosity. "Your hospitality is truly touching." Gauri smiles, her expression reflecting the warmth of their shared hospitality. In the dimly lit living room, Gauri's intense gaze is fixed on Gopal. Gauri confronts Gopal with a question. "Why did you lie to your friend that we are in debt?" Gopal stands silently, his expression unreadable, as Gauri presses him for answers. Gopal responds cryptically. "Wait for a few days, you'll come to know." Arvind arrives at Gopal's humble home, a flicker of disbelief dancing in his eyes. He pauses, absorbing the stark contrast to his own life. A question hangs in the air as Arvind's expression turns from surprise to open curiosity. Arvind's voice echoes in the small space, a subtle accusation laced within his query. "Why are you living in such a small house?" The simplicity of Gopal's life stands in stark contrast to Arvind's expectations. Inside his home, Gopal wears a mask of smugness, attempting to appear sincere. With a calculated tone, Gopal declares, "After coming into this house, I got very lucky and earned crores in business." His eyes gleam with self-satisfaction as he recounts his supposed fortune. The walls of his house seem to echo his boastful claim, adding to the unsettling atmosphere. The air is thick with insincerity as Gopal basks in his fabricated success. Arvind, brimming with self-assurance, flaunts his newfound riches and the gleaming diamond business he commands. A broad grin stretches across Arvind's face as he extends an invitation to his lavish mansion. Gauri, the ever-gracious host, elegantly serves glasses of chilled juice to her guests. Laughter fills the air as they fondly recall their youthful escapades. They laugh, remembering the time they daringly stole mangoes from the neighbor's tree. The memory of their mischievous mango heist fills the room with warm nostalgia. Arvind prepares to depart, slinging his satchel, seemingly unaware of any hidden currents. "See you later, Gopal." "Thanks for everything," Arvind says, his gratitude clear. Gopal responds with a simple, "Anytime, Arvind. Take care." Arvind heads towards the door, his back turned, oblivious to Gopal's gaze. Gopal watches Arvind leave, his expression unreadable, leaving the scene suspended in ambiguity.